Yes. I don't know who's behind as an admin. Buddy, please give me admin credential once I logged in. ఓకే, నేను లాగిన్ అవ్వగానే 8:30కి నా పేరుతో ఎన్ సాయి అనే పేరుతో లాగిన్ అవ్వగానే నాకు డైరెక్ట్ హోస్ట్ ఇచ్చేసేయండి. వెయిట్ చేయొద్దు మీరు. ఓకే, సో యా, సారీ గైస్. సో విల్ డిస్కస్ few things today. I think we have gone to few topics.
కొంచెం
Which is,
స్క్రీన్ బిగ్గర్ సైజ్
uh,
స్క్రీన్.
you want me to? I think it's a bigger size only, right? This way you ask. Is it fine?
యా, దిస్ బెటర్.
Okay. So actually, I've updated the notes, like the documents, everything, the POCs and all. I've uploaded in the portal. Do you guys can able to access those, or have you checked those?
Yes, Sai.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think I've given few things, right? Let's re-verify those. You can able to see my screen, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Um. mm, Yeah. See. So I've ordered all these: CIA triad, reconnaissance, network types, packet flow, OSI model, TCP/IP model, submarine cables, ICANN and IAN IP addressing. So we have gone
Okay.
through these basics to some networking concepts, right? So I think we have remained about few things, which is ports. I'm sorry, ports and protocols, right? Yeah. So we have to discuss about ports and protocols and malwares, I think. And do we have any other things? Uh, like any networking people who are joined in this class, also please let me know. Have we need to discuss about any other things? Like we have gone through the networking models, networking concepts or types, um, IP addresses, and a few other things. So I think we need to discuss about the ports, protocols, malwares, and do we need to discuss any other things? I think these are enough. Even though if we miss also, we don't need to worry. We're going to focusing on other the missing topics also. We'll go to cover up. So, what are the purpose of we are learning all these things? Oh, just a second, I'm getting a call. Yeah, sorry. So we why what is the purpose? We are learning all these concepts of networking and all. The purpose we are learning or we are digging everything which is related to the cybersecurity or networking concepts. If you have a deep knowledge, okay, if you have a deep knowledge about the all networking concepts, the devices, electronic devices, how it is working, and what are the fundamentals of those, and how data is transmitting, whether it is a WhatsApp, like you are calling to someone in a video call, or you are sending a resume to anyone through WhatsApp or through mail or anything, whatever it is, any kind of application, whether it is Android based or system based, which is called thick client, or maybe it is a web traffic through any web browser like Google or anything. So why we are going to deep digging about all these things? The purpose behind is, until unless you got a clear picture about all these topics, you cannot find out a vulnerability. Okay, because if you don't know what are the architecture or what are the concepts of these network and all, how can you find out a vulnerability? You don't know whether it is yes or no, or whether it is there or not. Until unless, how can you find out? You got my point, right? If you couldn't know, okay, network is some kind of thing which is used to communication, creating a communication between two devices. Let's say, as example, if you want to talk to your friend through mobile, if there is no tower, okay, there is no mobile tower, can you able to communicate? Maybe your mobile have a SIM card, but still, if your SIM card don't have a signal to communicate, to call to any other person. So the thing is, you need a knowledge of each and every networking concepts which is used by the present day technology. And mostly the technology is evolving every day, even every second, not only a day. We heard about this AI, artificial intelligence, or something, maybe a year back or 2 years back, hardly 3 years back, right? Once it came to the picture, everything is changed. I think, uh, which is related to these coding jobs, or like a single tool based jobs, are mostly going to be replaced by this artificial intelligence, because it can able to understand and create the code, and like it can able to automate the single tool based work, but it cannot be going to let you know or showcase you the actual vulnerabilities inside the application. Okay, the AI cannot showcase you, it cannot be going to render inside the systems of the application, and no one allow it. Even the companies are also asking to use the AI to replace the persons also, but still, when it comes to the cyber security, companies will definitely, you don't able to build or use the artificial intelligence to secure their applications. There are bunch of issues will come up. Okay, AI cannot understand 100% of the application things and all. It cannot think like a human, it cannot showcase the actual issues. Even though if you want to build an AI model, and if you want to implement it in your own company or an organization, you have to build it from the scratch, or you have to take the APIs to build it, and you have to give the input of each and every vulnerability which is got impacted or maybe going to impact the application in any kind of way. That means you have to create the program for 200 to 300 individual vulnerabilities. You have to explain it, or you have to create the code for that, and you have to give it to the AI model. Then only it is going to be added up. But what if a new kind of vulnerability will come? AI can able to detect that?
No.
No, right? Obviously no. So that is why we are getting these jobs. That is why there are millions of cybersecurity jobs are still unfulfilled. So even though, why it is unfulfilled, even AI couldn't able to replace that, because the lack of cybersecurity professionals. If you guys don't have enough knowledge to understand the network of your organization, if you couldn't able to find out the vulnerabilities, that means you are not related to the cybersecurity. The one and only task is, it comes from the networking concepts only. How much strong you are in a networking, then only it will reflects how much you can able to, or how can you able to exactly find out the vulnerabilities. Maybe the web application penetration testing should be a different way, but everything connects to networking concepts only. Even though if you are become a CISO also, chief security officer also, even though you want to become a top hacker, you want to hack the Google also, you can't able to deny to learn or gain the knowledge about the networking concepts. Everything will function on these networking concepts only. But we are just focusing on a beginner to mid level, at least. Okay. Ongoing, we are going to focus on more and more and more. But I am not able to showcase you my entire skill set in this training program. But at least I can showcase you and I can train you how you can find out these vulnerabilities, and how much you need to learn here, and how can you secure an organization in a secured manner, in an ethical manner. So the one and only task is, you guys need to go through the topics what I am going to explaining. You don't need to worry, you just need to go to even ask the chat GPT also. I'm giving the documentation too. Just go to the documentation and verify it, what I am mentioning, what I am showcasing, what I am giving. For your understanding, I'm just giving the real-time examples to each and every document and each and every topic and each and every subject line, or whether it is each and every kind of scenario also. I'm giving the examples, real-time examples, because you guys need to understand it. Okay, if you understand it, that's enough. You can able to grab the next upcoming classes and all. Okay, if I skip these few networking concepts, I just told you, okay, IP address is fine, and then this port is fine, then I'm going to showcasing the networking penetration testing and all. So if someone will come to you, what you are working, or even though if you go to an interview, someone will ask you, so how the internet is functioning, they'll ask you like this, what you'll say, and why exactly we need ports and protocols, or why exactly we need IP addresses, and what is the exact use case of these IP addresses, can't we replace this, these kind of questions also you'll get. The thing is, the ideology is important. So you guys are want to get a job, or if you are enthusiastic to learn the cybersecurity also, you guys need to focus on the concepts of these network, like different kind of companies maybe use different kind of tools or services, but till the end, IP address are same. It is common to each and every company or organization or globe, whether it is a government or private, even North Korea or South Korea or America, whatever it is, it won't be changed. Ports and protocols also same. And we are going to I'm going to explain the malwares tomorrow or day after tomorrow, once I'm going to complete these ports and protocols. And I'd like to put a test, like it's a kind of a multi choice answer questions and all. Like I'll give you 30 or 40 questions. You don't need to worry, and you don't need to prepare for those. Just go to the documents which I've shared you. Just go to it, that's it. Okay, just check yourself how much you got to understand. Okay, if you find out any flaws, or if even though if you couldn't understand at any point, please let me know, I'll give you and I'll explain you on those. My intention is, once we cross these networking concepts, we are not going to again and again check these networking concepts and all. These are the foundation of the everything. Whether you want to cyber security or any other kind of network related jobs or security related jobs, this is the foundation. Once we cross the foundation, we will never go back to the foundation again and again. we will go deep dig about the vulnerabilities and pen testing only. So that will be a different phase. So my one and only thing is, if you guys couldn't understand, please ask me. I'll explain you. Or if you want any real-time examples also, I'll show you. Even though if you are not able to get a proper answer from ChatGPT also, I'll show you how to write or how to create or how to write the prompt to get the exact details. Okay, artificial intelligence is nothing but a pre-programmed thing. So if you ask about ports and protocols, it will tell you. If I ask about ports and protocols, it will tell you. It will tell me the same thing, but the way I am asking is different. The way you are asking is different. Okay. And the major point, what I would like to say, you guys need to focus on these networking concepts. Then only you can able to understand the upcoming concepts. Okay. So we already know. Let's go to the class today. We already know a device, if a device A and a device B is here, if these two devices wants to communicate each other, what is the point here? What we need if a two devices want to communicate?
Network.
Anyone? Okay, network, that is fine. And then network
To
is a medium.
transferring the data one place to other place, or to connecting to the communication purpose, to sending the mails or anything to one place to other place.
No, I'm asking.
Internet is required, right?
Nobody. IP address is needed.
IP.
The first thing. Without IP, even the internet is there. Okay, if IP address is not there, how can we use this internet? Okay, IP address is the actual key point here. Okay, without IP, we can't establish a connection between two devices. Even maybe if it is in a single room, that should be a different thing. Okay, or else we can say IP or MAC also. We can simply say the IP is a virtual address, MAC is a physical address to any device. So the other thing is, just a second, guys. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. So we need a physical and a logical address. If we don't want to connect to outer world, you just need to send a data to device with the help of a physical cable. So MAC is fine. Even if the MAC is also not there, we cannot able to send and receive data. It will cross through the MAC only. It will detect the MAC. If you remove that NIC card, which is having the MAC address, then it should be an issue. Okay, even though throughout the internet or any medium, you have to connect it to any other device virtually, then you need an IP address. That is fine. This is my computer, which is device A. This is yours computer, which is device B. I have.
What is
Yeah, please.
what
Please go ahead.
is
You are getting network issue, buddy. I'm not able to hear you.
Mac? Sorry, I don't know. Mac is Mac IP address or Mac, right?
MAC address is a physical address, which
Oh,
is given
physical.
to, let's assume, I think your laptop having this one, right? I'll show you. Uh, um, Answer it's right. You see this one? Every
Yeah.
laptop or every device, sorry, maybe laptops or computers, it will show like this. Like you can able to put the LAN cable, right? This is
Yeah.
called as a NIC, Network Interface Card. Okay, this network interface card have a physical identification address that is called MAC address. Okay, in mobiles, in any other devices which can able to interact in internet, that means those are having this NIC card inside. Okay,
Okay.
maybe in computers, laptops, it is visible and open. You can able to use it with the cables also, or else you can able to use it with a wireless kind of Wi-Fi also. It can be able to connect. Okay, without this NIC card, you cannot able to contact the outer devices. Okay, that means that this is having the MAC address. It is going to verify, then only we are going to communicate. It's kind of if you want to talk to me, you need to call me, hey Sai, then only I can reply. If I don't have a name, how can you call me? Kind of thing it is. Okay, MAC address is a physical address which is given by the manufacturer. Okay, it won't be changed. MAC address is a constant address. It will never be changed. But the thing is, MAC address is looks like a 48-bit address. Like show you. It looks like this. Okay, or else you can see this. Even though you can able to find your Mac, go to the browser and find my Mac or something else show you. Or else in your terminal, like in your command line also, you just do IP config or if config, it will show you the Mac. You can see it looks like this.
So there will be two NIC card, right? While connecting to the network to LAN or wireless. So there will be two MAC address, right?
You mean two devices, like one
Mm,
device having two
two NIC.
addresses, or two individual MAC addresses are communicating?
Yes. Like I mean
Yeah,
LAN for different and wireless for different.
maybe, but see, the thing is, MAC address is a physical one. Okay, we can't able to change it. So it is a fixed number or a fixed address which is given by the manufacturer to the device, particular device. You are using your laptop to join this class, right? So your laptop has this MAC address. Maybe you're asking about while connecting physical thing, it may be used as a one kind of MAC. Maybe while wireless, it is going to be used as some other MAC. You're saying like that, or network interface card you're asking.
Network interface card. I mean there will be driver of wireless in the laptop or computer. So that is for different MAC.
Okay.
Two, yeah, two Macs will be so when one is for LAN and one is for wireless.
You're asking or you're telling me? I'm not getting that.
Even I think three Mac. One is for LAN, one is for 2.4, and one is for 5 gigahertz. So in the network, three Mac will be so. Yeah.
Okay. So let me show you here where it is. Wireless LAN. Default gateway. It's not that. Yeah. So this is the MAC address. Physical address is a MAC address. So you are saying in each device having two kind of MAC addresses, one representing a physical connectivity, one representing virtual connectivity, right?
Yeah.
like it's like connecting it with a LAN cable. Maybe it's act like one kind of, or maybe a different MAC address, or connecting wireless through Wi-Fi router instead of LAN cable. It's looks like some kind of MAC address. Is it the same thing you are expecting?
So actually, I've seen, I mean, while showing in the switch, so for LAN, it will be a physical MAC address, and for wireless will be different, because their wireless
Where
driver is also be installed, right? So NIC
that is
wireless,
also part of a network interface card only, right?
yeah.
Everything which is interconnected with that network interface, that NIC card only. Okay, MAC is the only one. It won't be changed, whether it is a wireless or a physical. Okay, it is the one and only one. It will never be changed. Okay, IP address is not constant, maybe, until unless you have enough money to buy a fixed IP address. Let's assume Google have a fixed IP address. Okay, because they bought it for the lifetime, or else maybe every year they are going to renewal it. Okay, Flipkart have a fixed IP address. Okay, Amazon have a fixed IP address, but you and me don't have fixed IP addresses. Okay, you can see it's showing preferred IPv4 address something 192.168.11.1. Can anyone tell me, is this a public IP or private IP?
That is public only.
Public only. Wrong thing. 192.168. If the number will start with this 192.168, this is a private IP, and you have to let know this is given by my Wi-Fi router. This is not a public IP. Okay, this is a private IP. Okay, this is a private IP. This is not my public IP, because my laptop don't have a public IP. If I want to check my public IP, you can see this is my public IP, but at temporary level only. Okay, if I disconnected from my Wi-Fi, it won't be connected, or I cannot able to find out this IP, because I'm not able to use the internet until unless in any manner the internet is connected to any device. It is going to, whether you are using a mobile hotspot, okay, your mobile's IP address, which is given by the internet service provider, is your, at that point of time, laptop is also using your mobile Wi-Fi. So both mobile and this laptop showcase the same kind of public IP address. If you disconnected, you'll never have a public IP address. Okay, for the connectivity purposes or for the recognition purposes, whether it is a router or through like a hotspot or anything through your mobile or a tablet also, it is going to give you a specific name that is called a, for recognition purposes only, that is called a private IP addresses. Private IP is just to use it for a recognition purposes. Let's assume there are 10,000 computers are there. So if it starts with a 0.0.0.0, the first computer is known as 0.0.01. The 500 computer is known as 0.0.0.500, and the 10,000 computer is known as kind of like that. But usually IPv4 address have a capability of 255 only in any octet, like a 255.255.255.255. That's it. So if you want to fulfill, or if you want in number of combinations, you have to use that particular thing only, then only you will get it. Okay, but the thing is, private IP addresses are just to use it for the recognition purposes, internal network. Okay, you're working in an organization, there are 1000 computers or laptops are there, which is connected to the your company's internet. There are 100 Wi-Fi routers are there. Maybe all the things are act like a single internet Wi-Fi router also. The Wi-Fi router have to understand who or what kind of devices are connected and what kind of devices is expecting to use the internet. Let's assume I'm logged in a you and me are in a same organization using the same Wi-Fi connection, but I'm logged in Amazon services, you are logged in Azure services. Okay, but while we are going to check my IP the same way in our in my computer and your computer, it is showing the same IP address. Okay, same public IP addresses, which is this is representing my Wi-Fi IP address only. But still I can able to access my Amazon or whatever it is. You're going to access your Azure or whatever it is. Okay, the router is going to take care about the traffic and all. It's not going to confuse because NAT is there. Network address transmission is inside the router is there. So network address transmission is going to create a table and it is going to add your details. Okay, that means it is again. Okay, the Wi-Fi given you this name. You can see they'll give you this tag, this name or this private IP. So 192.168.11.1 is mine. Okay, 192.168.11.2 is yours. So the one is expecting Amazon. It is going to write it in the NAT table. And 2 is expecting Azure. That means 2 is want to connect to Azure servers. Again, that is also written in the NAT table. So it is happening once you click the Azure services or you want to log into the Azure portal or something. The same way while I'm going to log into or while I'm going to click the button of signing into the Amazon Web Services. At the point of time, within a fraction of seconds, it will happen. It is going to redirecting. So once you click that, it is taking as a request to connect it to the Amazon server or Azure server. So once the server is in active state, it is going to respond your request. That means it is going to showcase you like Azure portal. If I am going to click this one, it is showcasing sign in option. That means the server is in active state only. The Microsoft server is in active state only. So I can able to give my details here. Okay, I can able to give my details here. Then only if the details are valid, then it can be allowed. So in this point of time, what is happening? You are just clicking that only while using the Wi-Fi. At the same time, I'm going to do this thing, Amazon Web Services. Two or more individual devices which is connected to a Wi-Fi cannot be going to clash. It is because of the NAT table only. So NAT table is going to create a table or NAT gateway or NAT network address transition is going to create a table. It looks like a Excel sheet or something. It is going to write your details. Okay, so the Wi-Fi is going to give you a name. Hey, you have this name. Put this name as a recognition. Even though if you are going to join in an organization, they will give you an employee ID. With the help of employee ID, everything is going to happen.
Where NAT table will present?
Sorry?
Where NAT will be present in the router or?
I'll tell you. Mac is in the end only. I think who is asking this?
NAT. Pawan.
Pawan, you haven't gone through that previous class or previous thing. The
No.
OSI model and all.
No, sorry. I will check on that.
You have to go through that per day.
Sorry, this is my second class. I will check. Sorry, if you have already covered, okay.
Yeah. There are individual models out there. One is a OSI model. Okay, the other one is a TCP/IP model. Okay, these two are networking models. These are representing how data is transmitting. Even though you want to connect or you want to send an email to device B, or you want to connect to Amazon service, or you want to send a message through WhatsApp to some your friend, whatever it is, any kind of thing which is traveling or which is need to be traveled through or throughout the internet, these either OSI or TCP/IP, two models only be used. There is no much difference between OSI and TCP also. Okay, the transition is converted into 7 individual layers in TCP, sorry, in OSI. But when it comes to the TCP, it is just looks like a 4 only. Okay, these 7 layers are compressed, like 1 or 2 layers are compressed as a single layer. So few layers are compressed into individual layer, and it looks like a 4 layers only. So that is called TCP. So if you go to the OSI layer, you can easily understand TCP also. There is no much difference. Few layers of OSI layer, OSI is compressed, then only it should be called as a TCP/IP. Okay, just a second. You can see this, right? This is called a networking model. Okay, simply like while you're clicking on your computer. Okay, I clicked that Azure portal or Amazon Web Services, right? So once you click that, it is going to these layers. Okay, it is going to all these layers. Okay, this is called OSI model. Once you click that, it is going to the presentation. So data is going to be encrypted and transmitted, like it is going to human readable to system readable format changing happening here, and then going to take care of the session. That means you are an authorized person to check that portal or not will happen here. And then transport layer also, it is going to sending or receiving the data, it is going to happening with this transport layer. That means if the data is a 1 GB level or 1 MB level, it is going to convert it into individual small packets. Okay, if you want to send a 1 kg packet, let's assume, okay, it is going to convert it into 1 gram 1 gram, like that. The same way data is going to differentiated, or maybe it is going to be divided into different packets. Each and every packet is going to labeled with a unique code that will happen here for the recognition purposes. After that, it is going to the networking. So here in networking layer, the your IP address and that Azure portal IP, the Azure server which is behind the Azure portal, added here again in the data link, your MAC address and Azure server's MAC address. So MAC address comes at this data link layer. So the IP address is already added in the network layer. On top, your end, the servers or the receivers, okay, other side devices MAC address will be added here with the help of data. So I told you in the transport layer, data is going to divide into individual parts, small parts, right? Those parts also, each and every part, it is going to added the source and destination IP. Again, the source and destination IP is going to be added to MAC addresses. So each and every chunk or each and every data part have a source and destination IP and MAC address too. Source and destination MAC address too. Then it is going to the physical layer. Okay, all these things happen. Then it is going to step out from your physical layer, from your laptop. Again, it is going to reach the Azure server physical layer. It is going to again check at a data link layer. Once it is reached, okay, the MAC address looks good or not. So it is come to the actual path or not. Okay, both your and their MAC address is going to matched or not. Verified it here. Again, your IP and Azure IP is matched or not. Again, the data packets are going to be collected. We said it is going to divided into 1,000 parts or 100 parts. So all the 100 parts or 1,000 parts are collected with the help of that unique identification number. Again, it is going to re-verify. So the someone is requested, so they have the access to check this particular service or not. It is verified here. Again, so I told you it is going to be converted into system readable to human readable to system readable. That means binary format 0110. Again, it is going to convert it into binary format to the human readable format. Again, it is going to came up to the Azure actual interface. It looks like you just clicked it, it is going to be open. It is reached the server again sent back to the response to you. Again, it is going to cross all these things. It's reached your physical layer is going to decode all these steps. It is happening within a fraction of seconds. Okay, it is happened within a fraction of seconds throughout the globe. Whatever you are using, it is based on these layers only. The difference between the I'm sorry. The difference between this TCP and OSA model is nothing but if application presentation session layer is happening at your browser level only. In your browser, once you are opening your browser and clicking this portal, right? This is a browser, right? Google browser. The browser is going to take care of the first three things. Okay, the encryption part, binary conversion part, and checking the authentication part will happen here. And after that, it is going to the networking concepts will come up. This transport, network, data link, physical will comes under the networking part. So if these three layers considered as a single layer, okay, transport layer is common, network layer is common. Again, data link and physical layer is a single layer. Let me show you. You can see. So in the application layer, all three things will happen. And transport layer and internet or maybe network layer is common. And when it comes to this network or maybe other layer, you can consider these two layers. Last 1 and 2 is considered as a single layer. Top 3 layers considered as a single layer. Okay, these are 1, 2, 3. Again, these 3 are 1, 4. That's why it's called as a TCP/IP or something. You can see. It's just a compressed. Instead of going to each and every layer, a single layer is going to taken care of few layers things. That's it. But still, you need to understand each and every layer. I've sent you that are notes. You can see. Let me go back. I'll show you here. See, OSI model, TCP/IP model is there now. Just go and check it. I've updated the documents and everything. You just read once. That's it. You'll get everything about it. Okay, just read once. You'll get it about that. Let's go to the actual topic. So, IP address is a virtual address and MAC address is a physical address to communicate between the devices. And when it comes to services, so it is used for whether it is a physical or virtual also. Maybe you want to send or receive something. But the thing is, if you want to send an email is a kind of a service inside a device. Okay, it looks like an app or a web-based thing also. It is a kind of service. So each individual service want to communicate each other between the devices have some set of rules. Okay, if the email, okay, you want to send an email to your friend or colleague, that means the email is maintained by a specific server. Maybe you can consider it is a Gmail, so it is maintained by the Google. So the Google itself is going to create some rules and regulations for transmitting the data, for sending and receiving the emails. That is called protocol or protocols. Okay, sending and receiving data between the devices, okay, with the help of a individual service. Okay, use a protocol. And also each and every protocol have a port number. Okay, we can simply say a protocol is a formal set of rules that define how data is formatted, transmitted, received, and acknowledged between systems on a network. Again, network is nothing but internet. Throughout the internet, you want to sending an email is considered how the email is going to transmit it to one device to another device, and how it is going to reach it from one point to another point, and how the receiver end, how it is going to acknowledge it. It is actually related to me only, the acknowledgement, how it is happening. Okay, so all these things are happening between devices is called protocol or protocols. In our language we can simply say it's a language plus grammar plus rules for the conversation. Okay, if you want to speak in English, you need to speak in a proper way until unless the other person cannot understand it, right? Got my point? Language plus grammar plus rules. That means you have the language and the grammar. You have to form the sentence correctly and you have to speak in a good manner. So that is called rules. Manner is a rule. So language plus grammar plus rule is equal to the conversation. Okay, that is happening with the help of protocols. That means if something wants to send from one end to the other end, it is how it needs to be sent and at what point of time it needs to be sent, and how the other person or the other device is actually uh, receiving that actual data is considered in the protocol section only. Oh. We'll do one thing. I'll send you the document after this class. I'm going to adding the document here. Just go and verify it from your end. Okay, I'll explain the same topic tomorrow. Just go from your end, like how much you understand with that help of the document. It is in a plain text only. Just read it. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to explain the ports and protocols, especially how it is used by the devices and why it is used and what are the advantages of those and what are the disadvantages of those. We have to go through, we have to understand the service, or we have to understand the concept, whether it's a network or application or whatever it is, and we have to understand what are the advantages and disadvantages. Because as a hacker we have to understand these things, then only we can able to either find out, or we have to stop the other persons who are going to find out before us. Okay, sorry for the delay because of this Mac and all. It took more time. So we'll send you the document. Go through it. Just read it once. Okay, if you understand, that's fine. If you couldn't understand also, that is also again fine. I'm going to explain it tomorrow, definitely. We'll go through the real-time examples, like how the services inside a device is using. Let's assume I'm browsing the internet. I can able to sending the email. I can able to watching at a time like a Netflix. At a time I can able to shop. I'm doing the online shopping in Amazon portal or Flipkart portal. At the same time, I'm going to taking your class. So all these things happening are running inside my laptop at a time. All are individual services, but how these things are happening at that point of time or at a time, how it is happening with the help of these ports and protocols. Okay,